What's up, fam? Now, 2020 was the year that the conspiracy theory went mainstream. Now, the term conspiracy theory is a trigger word, and we'll talk more about that in another video. Now, I started doubting the whole QAnon, deep state, trust the plan thing when every Tom, Dick, and Harry started talking about it. Now, let me get this straight. There is an insider disseminating top secret classified information with national security implications, and it's being published on a free public internet forum. Just think about that for a second. Okay, now I have some notes here. Definitely want to make sure we get the definitions right here, because the topic of this video is, what is a PsyOp? A PsyOp is short for psychological operation. So this is Wikipedia. PsyOps are operations to convey selected information and indicators to audiences to influence their emotions, motives, and objective reasoning, and ultimately the behavior of governments, organizations, groups, and individuals. Once again, this is Wikipedia. The purpose of U.S. or United States PsyOps is to induce or reinforce behavior favorable to U.S. objectives. What U.S. objectives? I don't know, but that's just what it says there. Other definitions include a military operation performed by a unit specializing in psychological warfare. So go ahead and Google it. A PsyOp is basically a form of psychological warfare. Let that sink in for a second. If you've never heard of the word PsyOp, maybe this video isn't for you. Or is it? So why this video? Because truthers need to admit that we just got played yet again. So we need to figure out our next move, a game plan per se. And shout out to Anomaly, because I got that word game plan from him, because I think he would agree that we have been led down, not the wrong road, but just not the right road. So shout out to Anomaly. Yes, we need a game plan moving forward. We have to admit that the conspiracy theorists, aka truthers, better term than conspiracy theorists, got played. Now, back to conspiracy theory. It's a little bit of a tangent, but every conspiracy theory has levels to it. There are at least 3 levels to a conspiracy theory. So, for example, the moon. Did we go to the moon? The conspiracy theory at level 1 says we didn't. And here is the proof, because look at how these photos were faked. So now you got conspiracy theorists believing we didn't go to the moon. But maybe we did. Maybe they're putting out information to show that they faked it, to have people believe that it was faked. And now you got people believing that it's faked. But maybe we really did go there. On another level, is the moon even there? What is the moon? There's just so many different levels to what a conspiracy theory is. So you cannot take a conspiracy theory, for lack of a better term, just on its surface. Then that's another video. So we're talking about some of the real news that's going on. Is Biden an illegitimate president? Difficult to say. Was there fraud involved in the election? Well, there's fraud involved in every election, right? And when did this become a democracy? I mean, let's take a step back here. When was it where the top people, the royalty and the church and whatever, the top ruling class decided, oh, you know what? Let's just spread our wealth out. Let's just spread our power out, where let's give it to the people. When did that ever happen? That never really happened. Anyways, that's another video. Presidents are selected, not elected. That's another video, and I didn't even want to really say that, because that's going to turn off some viewers and turn on some viewers. And at this point, it doesn't matter who I turn off. It's about turning people on. So hence this video. Also, truth has become its own little niche online, and I've heard enough people such as Anomaly, and another good person is Quantum of Conscious, Matt, I don't know his last name, but Matt of Quantum of Conscious, another great channel. Now, I don't believe in everything that these guys say. Definitely don't believe in everything they say, but I agree with a lot of what they say and where they're coming from and that kind of thing. So back to the illegitimate president. Now, here's the thing. The court of public opinion and general consensus. If the masses believe he's a legitimate president, then he is a legitimate president. If general consensus, which is the matrix, says that he was officially, legally inaugurated, if enough people believe that, that becomes the reality. That is the matrix. Anyways, love talking about the matrix, and that this channel is definitely going to be all about the matrix. Now, back to C-election versus election, Democrat versus Republican, come on, that's two wings of the same bird. And I know a few people on my Facebook page, I'm preaching to the choir, and there's another percentage of my Facebook friends that are not even watching this part of it because I had triggered them way earlier in the video. Now, here's the thing, guys. The people at the top, the 1% of the 1% of the 1%, they're playing chess, not checkers. 5D, they're playing 10D chess, while we got the masses playing checkers. So, education does not equal intelligence. You know that symbol where it's the equal and the slash through it? Education does not equal intelligence. Someone can be educated, aka indoctrinated, but doesn't mean that they are intelligent. There can be an intelligent, educated person or an educated, intelligent person. Yes, that exists too, but education does not equal intelligence. If someone comes up to you and says they went to this school or that school and they got this degree and that degree, I mean, that may have meant something back in the day, but in this internet age and this modern life, that means less and less, right? Just ask Elon Musk. He always talks about that kind of thing. And the people at the top, a Bill Gates and a Steve Jobs back in the day also, they weren't college degreed, yet they are the most important people, well, relatively speaking, in the world. Bill Gates, I mean, look at all the stuff he's doing, right? Now, Bill Gates, that's another trigger word. It's become another trigger word. Some people are for him, and some people are against him, and some people think he's doing good. Some people think he's doing not so good. That's another video. So back to QAnon, and the whole point of this is PsyOps. The bottom line is everything is a PsyOp, but this PsyOp that we were just under, where Trump is the good guy and the patriot and the one telling the truth, that's the storyline. Anyways, I know some people believe that. Anyways, QAnon, I was kind of drifting off there. QAnon, because it is just a big thing. It's just a big distraction. I'm just trying to think of what to say in this video, and there's just so much out there. So QAnon, that's why I have some notes in front of me. QAnon, another definition, is a disproven, this is a definition from Wikipedia, a disproven, according to Wikipedia, and discredited far-right conspiracy theory, once again the term conspiracy theory, which is a trigger word. Many people, once they just hear that it makes the whole thing dismissive, alleging a cabal of Satan-worshipping, cannibalistic pedophiles is running a global child sex trafficking ring and plotting against former President Donald Trump. So that's out there, right? So back to that definition. Where did I get that? That's also Wikipedia. And what is QAnon? So according to them, a disproven and discredited far-right conspiracy theory. Now, is there some truth in what Q and the whole Q movement? Is there some truth in there? Yes. It's probably based on truth, but it's the untrue part that makes it not legit. Anyways, everything is a rich man's trick. So yeah, that's what this video and that's what this channel is all about. So kind of taking a little break from making these videos on this Entrepreneur's Playbook channel, and it's because I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, you know. And if you look at some of my earlier videos, a lot of them are whack and not that great, and maybe some good little tidbits here and there. And I made a video that got 10,000 hits, but I wanted to delete that video because it was a horrible video, but I was getting some engagement, so I'm keeping that. So if you're watching this far into this video, thank you. You're 10 minutes in, and I'm now just talking, you know, off the top of my head about life and how it's a journey. And you can see through my videos where I've been, maybe here and there, they're like little snapshots of my life. And now it's time again to really concentrate on this channel and the content within, and the whole 5D consciousness and being a conscious entrepreneur. That's a big thing now. It's kind of grown, and maybe that's kind of where one of my niches can be. And what we just talked about the first 10 minutes is how to be conscious in a certain way. So we talked today about PsyOps, psychological operations. If you've never heard of that term before, you're not watching this far into the video, I'm pretty sure. But if you've never heard that term before, look it up.